Well, Anita Jones was over there at the San Siro for us. We're going to go over to Anita and check in with her because she seemed to think that she had spoken into existence the goals earlier on. I believe you've been speaking to some people as well over there in the tunnel and everything after the game. Have you got any news for us? Anything you can share?
100%, and I'd like to say I do have those superpowers because what an entertaining game we had, especially off the back of Arsenal's game at the weekend. But heard from Gabriel Jesus mentioned that TT was happy with the performance, and I asked did he have anything to say in response to it, and he said that he just loves that when he speaks about the team everyone listens, and he asked superpowers because what an entertaining game we had, especially off the back of Arsenal's game at that goal from Gyokeres was probably the best that we've seen from him in an Arsenal shirt. So plenty for the Spaniard to think about when they have that huge game against your team at the weekend, Kate.
Yes, but don't forget, Man U are back.
What?
Oh, you know, it's a good game against Manchester City. Anita, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Are we going to see Anita again, or is this like goodbye? Is this
just
the
one question?
official goodbye?
How was it? How was your night? Did you have fun? What did you have to eat? Did you go to shopping? Come on, Anita. You just come with one answer and leave us.
Of course. Another thing I wanted to say, many Arsenal fans want to hear about the man, the mastermind behind 25 Arsenal goals from set pieces this season, because they got another one in this game, rightly so being called set piece kings. Nicholas Jover is the man, in fact. But Arsenal are not letting him do interviews. They are aware that people want to hear from him, that he's a secret weapon. But unfortunately, he's not going to be revealed to the public.
Oh, secret weapon, who everybody talks about.
Interesting.
It's just a weapon now.
Well, Anita, the new rules are we all stay till 11:15. So if you don't mind just hanging around, just in case. I'm joking. You can go, actually. Okay. You're fine. Thank you so much. It was good to see you. We will see you next week, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course. And that's after Arsenal beat Manchester United at the weekend.
Oh, fighting talk. OK, let's see.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
Courtney, who watched Arsenal win again. And, you know, we're so used to Arsenal winning that you sort of forget they've gone to the San Siro and they've beaten last year's runners-up and fairly comfortably.
Yeah, and I think they've won 8 of the last 9 Inter in Syria, 11 clean sheets, 3 points clear at the top of the table. So this isn't, an easy place to come by any stretch of imagination. But the fact that, they've changed it as well. A lot of changes, especially at the back. And don't get me wrong, at times, Arsenal, they looked a little bit open, but I think I mentioned it in one of the updates. They were brave in terms of leaving 2 up and constantly trying to do that and test Arsenal. And at times, they didn't quite get the balance right. But then you still got the likes of Saliba being able to mop up. And then later on, 75 minutes, they bring Gyokeres on and Gabriel. And at that moment, when they bring Gabriel on, everything just, calms down. You see the whole team breathe a sigh of relief to an extent. But so pleased going back to Jesus, him getting those 2 goals. I think the way Arsenal started was absolutely brilliant. The aggression, the intensity, the energy, and not just his goals, his all-around play today, his hold-up, showing the little bits of skill, dropping in, linking play. But this is the beauty now of Arsenal, because you do that, and then you've got Gyokeres that potentially lacking a little bit of confidence. And any forward, I don't care who you are, any forward in that position, as Gyokeres, watching that, seeing Jesus playing so well and scoring 2 goals, it should light a fire in you. And there's 2 ways it goes. You either look at that and think, I'm in trouble here, ahead of everyone else, because of the depth that they've got. And even when they've had moments where they've drawn games back-to-back, 2 years ago, a year ago, season ago, they'd have lost them. So if you're a fan of Arsenal at the moment, if you're a player, it's a very, very good place to be. And it was a very professional performance.
Opta will tell you they're the favourites. The bookmakers will tell you they're the favourites for the Champions League. Have Arsenal got the squad to do the double?
100%. They've got the squad to do it. You will, if you're a fan of Arsenal at the moment, if you're a player, it's a very, very good place to be, and it was a very professional performance.
Opta will tell you they're the favourites. The bookmakers will tell you they're the favourites for the Champions League. Have Arsenal got the squad to do the double?
100%. They've got the squad to do it. You always think about the likes of Real Madrid for whatever reason, and Tim mentioned it earlier. They come alive in a different way in that competition, so I would never bet against them. But the depth of what I've seen for Arsenal in this competition, in other competitions that we've watched all season, if they don't go deep into this competition, there is a real, real problem. But everything we've seen so far points to the fact that they will go deep and, their perspective, they'll want to win it. But they should get to the final, barring something terrible that happens within that squad, or a really awful performance at one point at the wrong time, they should be contesting the UCL final.
And of course, they're actually up for 4 trophies. They're still on for a quadruple. He's got options now. He's got lots of options. Could he also have a headache, particularly up front, keeping everybody happy?
Yeah, because
Lee's shaking his head at me. Stupid question, Warren.
It's the best problem to have, though, isn't it? As a manager, it's a problem, but it's the best problem that you can have in football. The beauty of being in 4 competitions, as you mentioned, is the fact that he has to change it. He has to rotate it. So everyone's going to be getting game time. So it's the best problem to have, but everyone's playing their part at the moment. Everyone seems happy. And we're speaking about squads, and Dawes was saying there's moments where you're not together. This is a together squad. That everyone knows, whether it's the new phrases, starters and finishers, substitutes, however you want to say it. Everyone knows that they're going to play a part, and they're doing that. And whether it's from the bench or from the start, Arsenal players are bringing up the goods at the minute, and what a wonderful place to be for them at the moment. Yeah,
and they've still got 7 Premier League games all the way before the next stage of the Champions League. And just to let you know, Declan Rice will be suspended for their final game, which is at home to Kairat next Wednesday. But I think we might see quite a few players given a night off by Mikel Arteta. Anyway, you contrast Arsenal with that performance tonight with Manchester City earlier on. What a story. Beaten by Bodo Glimt, their first ever Champions League win in Norway by 3-1. Tim watched that for us in the early game here on Soccer Special. Such a contrast to Arsenal's performance tonight, losing in Norway. Should City fans, off the back of the Derby defeat, be worried?
Yeah, I would be concerned. I know it's a leveller. We've all played on artificial surfaces, and it is a leveller. But not against a side that low down in the rankings. Cold night, pitch was... It wobbled them. It really did. I mean, it just didn't settle on there at all. And Bodo were in control of the game. You normally see City get beat like that, and you think, well, everything must have gone their way. The goalkeeper from the opposition must have been outstanding. They must have hit the post about 20 times. They never. This was deserved, and it could have been more. And it was really alarming, the performance. And what was more alarming for me was the way Rodri picked up his 2 yellow cards. You're 2-0 down. You need your best players, and you need your most experienced players to have a calm head at that stage. And he gets booked, and then 30 seconds later, he just pulls the midfield player runs away from him, just pulls him back. He knows full well as soon as he pulls him back, he's going to get a second yellow card. Early bath, and it was an uphill struggle from there. Turkey got one back from him, but 3-1 down didn't look like they were going to make any inroads into the scoreline. It looked like we're just going to get Bodo Glimt. We're going to go forever away. So it was a really disappointing from Man City's point of view. They're still in good shape in the Champions League. We know that, but wins breed confidence. And when you're losing 2 on the spin, it's a mini crisis for Man City when they're losing that amount of games. So they got to get back on the horse as soon as possible. Obviously, Mark Gay's going to help them out. They struggled defensively. Guardiola and Diaz are missing at the moment, 2 leaders in that group, and I think Mark Gay needs to put that shirt on as quickly as possible, and they need to get back to winning ways. We know they've got good players. Haaland was anonymous tonight, and I'm his biggest fan. But fair play to him after the game, Haaland. It was this countryman there. He shook every one of theirs hand, all of the coaching staff as well. He went round, he made a point. If he could have had 20 shirts, he would have given them away. Top man, full of class, and a class way to lose. If you're going to lose, you lose that way. That man's lost today. So, unfortunate for Man City, but well done, Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, and just to...
That's not what I said. That's not how you do it. Don't touch me. That's what I mean. How do you do it? If you want to go that way, we go that way. How do we do it? We open it. Yeah. Exactly that.
Yes,
open it up. Yes.
Because I know if I do it other ways, I will be in trouble.
Well. Yes. Okay. So in 10 seconds, the Golasso studio is about to join us. So we will say hello to them in just 1 second. We are going to wrap up all of the Champions League action for you that we've seen throughout an interesting match day Tuesday. If you were watching the Golasso show with Nico and with Nigel, very warm welcome. You have upgraded. Here we
Welcome
are.
to you as well.
Thierry,
Big upgrade.
Jamie,
Let
and
me not
Micah.
go back again.
Huh?
No, go on.
No, we're just welcoming him.
That's what I said.
From the show, yeah.
Way to make it awkward. What are we going to do? Shall we?
What's going on here? What's happening here?
No, she wants to be funny, so she needs to carry on.
I apologise. Shouldn't have cracked a joke. I was only joking.
It's okay, you can carry on.
Anyway, what have we got in the post? We've got analysis, we've got interviews, we've got banter.
Tension.
We've got a special guest. We've got a special guest
We
tonight.
do.
Have we?
Have we for
Paddy
sure?
the baddie.
The baddie. Now he is a baddie.
Are you a big fan?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Good friend of mine. Paddy the baddie.
Is that it? I thought he was going to elaborate.
No, Paddy the baddie. We got Robbie the robber.
Is he coming in as well?
I can get him if you want him.
You've met Paddy the Baddie before.
Yes. He's an interesting character.
He got you
to say
in a,
the-
what happened?
in a chokehold.
He got you in a chokehold.
He got me in a chokehold and
Yeah.
I tapped out after about 3 seconds.
In a street fight, would you have any chance?
As long as I stay, like, distance, yeah? But if it gets close,